It must be other people's dump. I don't know. Oh, last. Oh dear, what's the last?
Oh, well, somebody else's turn next time, don't worry.
You're not far to go anyway, Mike, today.
No.
Exhausted voice. Tell everybody. Better wait to use the finger.
I don't think I walk out in the street. No, not in this yeah, and then I just
walk everywhere. I walk to my shopping
they're not that good for your feet anyway, sandals, are they? Not yes.
I didn't bother with this canvas shoes and I'd walk miles. What's your coat?
Yeah, in the locker above.
Still there.
Yeah.
Handy, isn't it?
We walk around the same places, the same bit as we walked around the afternoon. Yeah.
I suppose to walk across here, I think. This bit.
Oh, further down. Oh, right. Oh, right.
Right, folks, off we go. Off to the Castle of Mey first. It's a lovely little place, lovely little castle, and you certainly get the feeling that you know the Queen Mum was there. Her coat that she always used to wear, that old green gabardine thing she used to wear, still there. She started wearing it up there, you know, only when she took over the castle in 1952, and was still wearing it right, you know, until she died. So you'll see it's still hung up in the porch there. Look out for the. She used to love all this tapping. People used to take her stuff from Blackpool, little old bits of things, you know, little old sort of things that they got from places like Blackpool, and she used to love to look at them. Her maids in waiting up there, they were a bit disgusted with her ear. They thought that was a bit below them, so they used to hide it. So you see, if you look up when you're in the room there, in the main room where she used to sit, you'll see these funny little things sticking around, a bit like Paddy down here up the front, that type of thing, you know. Like I said, you know, her entourage, they thought it was a bit beneath her having things like that, so they used to hide them away. So she used to get some of the staff to put them up so they couldn't reach them. So. But yeah, it's a really nice place. A little bit like, it's the same feeling you get if you go to Chartwell, where Churchill was too. It's one of those places where you kind of get, you really feel like, you know, they're still there. That sort of a place. When she took it over, it had 50 acres. It only had 50 acres of ground left with it, and by the time she died, she'd bought up ground. She got 2,000 acres to go with it. So it's yeah, and I must remember to try and get the guide usually, or somebody usually comes on, and they'll tell you about. There's a little bit of a memorial in the field next to the castle. It's not, doesn't belong to the castle anymore, but it's all to do with one of the lords that lived there. He had a bit of a thing with one of the maids, and it was all a bit sort of hush-hush and all the rest of it. But there is a memorial in the field next to the castle. I must remember to get them to tell you about it before we leave. Anyway, we're going to go to the Castle of Mey, and then we'll be there for, you know, you can go and have your lunch or a cup of coffee or whatever. They've got a really nice place here. And I can recommend the tea there. I've never tasted tea as nice as what it does there. It's called Rosie's Tea, and I actually got them to let me have a couple of tea bags when I went home, but it didn't taste the same at home. It was obviously to do with the water. Obviously to do with the water, but it is really nice tea.
quite the same as when you're out.
Yeah, they got a nice walled garden. They've also got a bit of a farm place where you can walk down and see a few animals, donkeys and one thing and another. And of course there is well, not a beach, but there is the sea does, you know, it does look down on the sea. And they get orca whales and seals and all sorts coming up through the channel there. If you're lucky and they're there at the time, it's pretty good. And then we'll go on to John O'Groats, and we will, on the way to John O'Groats, we will just stop in at the church where the Queen Mother used to go on a Sunday morning. So you can just have a look in there, and then it's John O'Groats, and if the weather's reasonable, on the way back, we'll just drive out to Dunnet Head, which is the furthest point, the most northerly point in Britain, the mainland of Britain. So, we should be back, you know, reasonable time this afternoon. Got to try and take it easy yesterday and today, because you will find the next couple of days they're pretty tiring. Tomorrow we actually leave the hotel just before 11 tomorrow. But you don't get back on the ferry to your cabin till it'll be nearly 11 o'clock before you get back on the ferry tomorrow night. So it's rather a long day, and you'll be on and off the coach seeing all the different things. We obviously got a guide tomorrow telling you all about the different things. That's Dunnet Head out there, by the way, and on the left that headland that goes out, that's where we'll be going on the way back, weather permitting. What they usually do when we get there is they'll split you probably in 2 different lots, I should imagine, 37, and then they'll take you, they'll give you obviously the first ones will go in, and then the others, they'll give you a bit of time to go in, otherwise, because it's a small castle, you know, there's only room for a certain number of people to go in any one time, really. I would think if we leave here, shall we say 1:45, that gives you time to have a look around the castle, have a look around the animal place, maybe have a bit of lunch. We're going on to John O'Groats after this. They've got a woolen mill there, and you can perhaps get a bowl of soup in there if you want it. But obviously, if you want lunch here, then you'll have time. Okay.
Just a one anyway, really. Remember that one you've done?
This is why you're there to keep it staying on mine.
That's a garden shop to you. How are we going to get round there?
Oh, it's a sharp turn for a big
That's
vehicle.
over 10:20.
What's the time now?
10:20. Oh, that's
just-
timed well.
Ah,
Oh, it's just about goes through, isn't it?
Got it before, mate.
Oh, that's quite a long drive, isn't it? Look at that.
yes, they're certainly
A couple
remote
of miles to get there.
from the general public, like, isn't it, up here? Wasn't the job of trimming that hedge, eh? Spent all week doing it.
See the castle?
Is that what it is? That tiny little thing?
Yeah, not very big.
Might be bigger when we get closer. Gosh, it's a remarkable drive.
Speed bumps now.
Yeah.
There's a nice spot. See why you like coming here. Bumps coming up. Coaches maybe we're going up there.
that's the monument I was telling you about over there
no.
in the field. Like I said, I will try and get him to tell you all about the story about it.
Yeah. I think it's interesting.
You don't know what you're coming to, do you? You're just going to go around slowly and wait till you get there before you see what you're getting to. Oh, you see a taller building over there, but it's not really visible behind this big tall wall.
The flag on the top.
I guess it is a big tall wall.
Okay, folks, well, normally somebody comes straight out, but if you just give me a chance to pop in if they don't come out, and then they'll come on and tell you all about it, alright?
Oh, quite a good setting. Are we going in sideways here? No. Oh, I see, it's just a park here. There's a Morgan down there with a registration fund there, a few lanes.
Morgan,
Yeah, there's somebody coming.
Oh, there.
Seen us, they're on the way.
There's the castle. Quite a few other cars already here, whether that's just staff. If they've got a big staff, I don't know.
Morning.
Hey, how are you doing?
All right.
Good to see you. Yeah, Johnson, how are you doing?
Okay.
How many you got on board?
Well, there'll be 30. There's two that aren't actually two that the new price report, so that's 35. Do you want the microphone there?
Ah,
I'm just going to say, can you tell them about that monument before we get going? Otherwise it gets forgotten about.
Are you still for lunch? What
Yeah,
time?
1:45.
You're just yourself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 1:45.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
Morning.
Driver here says to tell you about the monument.
Yes, please.
That's called Lady Fanny's Monument. Unfortunate term of phrase, I know, but that was her name. Well, actually, this lady lived in the castle here, or was a guest in the castle here, and she fell for one of the servants. The servant was then moved on, and she unfortunately topped herself.
Oh dear.
She was so much in love with her. So that's where they used to sit up there. It's Lady Fanny's Monument. Okay.
Oh, so,
So good morning, welcome to Castle of Mey. In case you don't know, that's the Orkney Isles out there. Have you been there? When are you going? Are you going? Tomorrow. Well, that's where you've got to go. You actually go around that little bit there, and there's a little bit, if you can just see, it's about that big, if you look at it. Okay. That's the old man. Okay, you'll see that when you go past on the ship tomorrow. Well, you're on the Hamner Voe. Are you going to Hamner Voe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the Hamner Voe. Right, you'll see that one tomorrow. Okay, right. There's the castle. It's quite small. And what we're going to do today is we've got guides in every room. So we're on what you call a free flow. So you can go over there at your own leisure and just have a wander around. There's guides in every room, and if you need any information, they'll tell you all about the rooms. Okay, we've a restaurant at the back of you here, just on the right hand side, and there's also a little shop. There's also toilets in there as well. And the big wall there is the walled garden, so you can have a walk around that as well. Sadly, there's not much growing at this present moment in time, but you probably appreciate that it is quite early on in the season. So if you need anything, guys, just ask one of the guys, and we'll come and try and sort something out. Is there anybody that would require the lift? Because you've got to go up some stairs. You do. Okay. So speak to one of the guides, and they'll arrange for a guy, either myself or one of the other guys in there, will come and take you up and down in the lift. Okay. So what I would suggest we do, the people on this side here, they go to the castle first. Now the rest of you, if you could either go into the tea room or the walled garden, give it 10 minutes or so, then make your way over to the castle. As I say, it's very small, and if we have a lot of people in there, it's just chaos. Okay? So the entrance to the castle here is along this wall. There's a set of black gates over there. Okay, so just go in that entrance there, just follow the pathway around, you come to the main door and a guide will meet you. So this side please for the castle first. So I'll give them your tickets as you come off the coach. Time, you know what time we've got to come back. 1:45 back on the coach.
Oh,
Did he give us any time to be back?
1:45
1:45
in the
from
coach.
here.
In the coach, yeah.
Take a picture.